Welcome back to the Citystead, everyone. We have been tagged
Feeling back into that ankle, there's a tag! And here comes Jericho!
By the Green Dream Project. They have a cool channel. You guys should be checking them out. So I will put the link to the video where they challenged us to this tag. What is this tag? Two Cedars. Hold on, I took some notes. I don't want to get anything wrong here. Two Cedars Micro Farms put out a tag, and it's kind of like a get to know other homesteaders that are out there. So I thought this was fun. So Green Dream Projects tagged us, and I'm going to answer the questions, and then I got some questions for a few other channels here. That should be fun to ask. And since I'm getting questioned, and I was having a good conversation with Daybird Aviaries the other day about lighting in videos, and homesteading videos particularly, I decided this would be a good time to have a interrogation lamp. So, since we're being interrogated, we have the interrogation lamp. The first question was, what is my 9 to 5? Well, if I had a 9 to 5, I would let you know. I have more like a 9 to 9. Or 6 to 6, or 7 to 7, or all the time. I work a lot of hours. This has been a slow year for me, actually. The past few years, I've averaged close to 70 hours a week, and that's a lot of hours. And it's hard to do all the stuff I want to do and work all those hours. But it kind of goes with the territory of my job. What is my job? I am a robotics engineer. Wait, not those robots. More like this kind of robot. Yeah, that's right. Industrial robots. I program industrial robots. Basically, we pick something up, we put something down, or we do a lot of other functions. There's a bunch of stuff involved in it. It's a pretty cool job. It's a pretty high technology job, which is kind of funny being that I want to like go out and farm all the time and have like old-fashioned type stuff. Which actually kind of puts me like in a weird place in my business, because I don't have a lot of the same hobbies that other guys have. Like, I work with a lot of people who go home and their hobby is to continue doing what they did all day at work, but now at home. Yeah, it's really weird. I'm like complete opposite of most people in my business, so it's kind of an interesting one. Another part of the question was like, why does this pull me away from being with my family sometimes? Well, the downside of my job is that I chase work. I'm a contractor, so I go wherever the work may be. And sometimes that leads me out of town, and it can lead me out of town for a long periods of time. And I might only get to go home every couple weekends to see my family. You know, for a few months I might do that before I get another job where I might be able to stay home for a while. Now, that's a terrible downside of my job. So the other question they asked me was, what inspired me to think about this homesteading life? It's kind of weird. Like, I kind of fell into it in a weird way. So I have the garden. We've been kind of gardening for years and never really took it like super serious or anything. We just plant some stuff, and yeah, it'd be great to go out there and get some zucchini or a couple cucumbers. We weren't like planning around it or anything, you know. And then I started getting more and more out in the garden and working out there, because gardening's a very good stress reliever. So if you're stressed ever, or you just enjoy being outside, it gives you something to do out there. I like both. I mean, sometimes I'm stressed, and I definitely like to go outside. So the garden was something that I was using as stress relief and to just be outside doing something. And it just kept growing and growing, and it kind of got too much to take care of. I couldn't really do, as much as I wanted with the hours that I work. So I kind of went on YouTube I was looking for a way to keep my weeds down because they were smothering out a bunch of plants. and I saw Justin Rhodes interviewed Paul Gauci in the Back to Eden Garden, and I was like, mind blown. I was like, what? What is this all about? And then I went to Justin Rhodes' channel, and they were doing that, the farm tour at the time, and I ate everything up. I watched so much Justin Rhodes a few years ago that I think I might have watched everything all the way back to the beginning. I mean, he's just, he's really good. I mean, if you don't follow his channel, I mean, I don't know how you don't follow his channel if you're into gardening or homesteading at all. But I mean, he's really good. And yeah, I mean, he kind of inspired me. I saw what he was doing. I really liked the gardening stuff. The homesteading stuff was cool. And then I really liked his interaction and time that he was having with his family, which is, one of my main driving forces behind homesteading is getting into my family, being with my family more. So I just saw that. I was like, oh, wow, that's awesome. That is so cool. And from then, I just followed more and more homesteading channels, and I got further and further into the web. And now we're at the bottom of that web, trying to work our way up a little bit and share our love and everything with it. And yeah, that was kind of my inspiration. I was just randomly looking for videos on how to not have to weed in my garden, and now I'm a homesteader. I mean, I guess that's how it works. So the part of the tag was to ask other channels that you follow or like questions that you have for them. So I have some questions that I wrote down here because I have a terrible memory, and if I don't write things down, I might forget them. So my first question is for CB's Greenhouse and Garden. CB, you're always complaining about the cold. Why do you live in North Carolina? Why don't you move to Arizona? Why don't you move to Florida or stay in Florida? I think you lived in Florida. Why did you move up to North Carolina where there's cold and snow? Just curious, CB. What part of your journey brought you up there? One question down. My next question is for Mississippi Gulf Coast Gardener. You did a live chat the other day, and it was fun to get to chat with you guys and talk with everybody in there. And you mentioned that you lived in the Virgin Islands. I'm just curious. What got you living in the Virgin Islands for a while? Like, what took you down there, and how long did you live there? So, just thought that would be a cool question to know. All right, number 3. This is a new channel I just started following a little while ago. This guy seems like a very interesting individual and very smart. Green Greg's, and I will be putting links for all these channels, but Green Greg's, what's harder, running the worm farm that you run, or becoming an engineer at NASA? That's right, Greg worked at NASA, so that's pretty cool. I bet he's got some really interesting stories, and if you guys aren't following his channel, you should go follow his channel, because I got a feeling he's going to be getting into some really cool stuff over the time. So he's got quite a few followers already and a few videos posted. So give him a look, guys. Show him some love. Bring him into the community, and let him know that the Citystead sent you over there. And I really look forward to hearing more from this guy. And my last question is for a good friend of mine on YouTube here, Natalie. Hey, it's a good life. Natalie, when you met Rainn Wilson, and you posted this on your Instagram and stuff, I think I might have asked you already, how on earth did you not bring up Shroot Farms or beets? I don't know how you did it. How did that not come up in conversation when talking to Rainn Wilson? That's it, guys. That is the tag. I'm done with this video. If you like my channel, subscribe. Check out some of our other videos. Check out those other channels, because they're all good channels. And that's it, man. We're out of here. See you later.